natin ito. Okay, once na na-click natin ito, then you're going to choose which are you going or kung saan natin ilalagay ang ating database system. Saan ba natin siya isi-save? Sa documents ba? Sa download? Sa desktop? And so on and so forth. But for now, I'm going to save it on my documents. Then we are going to put it a name. So ang magiging pangalan ng ating Access database is application parts, since that is the name of our lesson for today. Application parts. Okay, kaya lang lalagyan natin siya ng ownership. Okay, lalagyan natin siya ng ownership kaya ilalagay natin dito yung last name natin and yung first name natin. So yun ang gagawin lang natin as a student kasi madami kayong mga grade 9, lahat kayo hawak ng grade 9, lahat ng grade 9 na hawak ko. So application parts dash your last name, comma your first name para makita ko na talagang hindi po tayo pasahan lang ng mga database system. So example, yan, example. Okay, then if you're done, just all you have to do is to click OK, then click Create. After clicking Create, then automatic magkakaroon na tayo ng first table. So this is our first table. That is the default name of our table, the table number 1. And on our navigation pane, this is our navigation pane. Makikita natin dito yung mga object ng ating database system. So such as the table, the query, the form, and the other object that we are going to create for our database system. And of course, in our table, into this area, this will be serve as our work area. But on our activity, on our module, we're going to use the first method or the application parts method in creating a database table. Okay? Mag-umpisa tayo sa pinakamadali muna. So, for the first step, we're going to click Create tab. Okay, this is the Create tab menu bar. Okay, Create tab, then click Table. No. Create tab, and then we're going to locate for the application parts. Okay. Create tab, application parts. Okay. Then it will show you different template for the different table. You can use it kung anong gusto nyong table. But for now, we're going to use the contact templates. Okay. Contact templates. Again, create tab, application parts, then on the templates or on the list, you're going to choose the contacts. After you're going to choose the contacts, it will ask you, do you want the Microsoft Access to close all the open objects? Kasi mag-open tayo ng panibagong object, so click yes para ma-open natin yung ating contacts. Okay. So automatic, walang naka-open dito sa ating work area or workstation. Pero on our navigation pane, as you can see, madami na tayo ditong mga objects such as the table, the queries, the form, and of course, the reports. Okay, so to open the different object, one way to open is to right-click the object then click open. Pero pwede nating gamitin yung usual na ginagawa natin sa paggamit ng computer, which is double-click. So once you double-click this one, ito automatically or the object will automatically open. Okay? So meron na tayo dito ngayong mga field names. Nasaan yung mga field names natin? Ito na siya, yung mga nandito sa taas. And of course, saan natin ilalagay yung ating records? Dito sa baba ng mga field names. Okay, so this field names is a description. What kind of information are we going to store into our table? So that is the table. So let's see on our module. So we're going to delete the unnecessary field names that is not needed. And of course, we're going to rename the table into customers table and yan lang. So to do that, okay, ito reminder. Huwag niyo pong kakalimutan ito kasi once na ni-rename ninyo ang object, di ba inopen natin yung table? Ito na yung table. Naka-open yung table, yung contact table natin, but sabi dun sa step, we're going to rename the table into customer table. Once na naka-open yung table, tapos i-rename natin siya, i-rename natin ng naka-open. So pag magre-rename tayo, i-right click nyo lang yung object, then find for the rename. Okay? Sa navigation pane. So once you click rename, hindi siya pwedeng i-rename. So you can't rename the database object contacts while it's open. So ibig sabihin, you need to close first the object. Kasi naka-open siya dito sa ating workstation. So there are two ways to close the object. You can just right-click this one, then click close. Pero pwede rin naman na click nyo yung X dito. Okay? Pero hindi dito. Kasi pag dito nyo i-click, ibig sabihin mako-close yung database itself, yung buong database. So you're going to click this one. Kasi yung object lang ang i-close natin. Okay? So you can do any of the two. You can just right click, then close, or you can just click the X here. Okay? To close the object. Okay? Pag click natin, na-close na po yung object, then that's the time now that we can now rename the object. Rename the object using customer. Okay, customer table. Now, how to delete the unnecessary object? To delete it, just right click again, then delete. Okay, just click yes. Made-delete na siya. Okay? Pero meron tayong second method which is highlight them all. Highlight them all, then right click, then delete. Again, just press Control, then click. Control, hold, press and hold the control, then click. Left click. Okay, press and hold the control, then right click, then delete. Then click yes. Okay, so ang natirang object na lang natin is yung table. How are we going to open the table again? You can just right click this one, then click open, or double click the object. So na-open. Paano nga ulit siya i-close? You can do the two or any of the two. Right click, then close, or click on the X button. Okay? So maka-close siya. So double click the object again to open the to open the table. Now, how are we going to modify naman the table? Okay, the field names. Okay, example, itong bakit pa company yung nauna? So dapat si first name, last name and first name muna bago company. Okay, so let's say for example, iayos natin siya. So kung sakaling dapat mauna ang first name and last name and first name, so dapat si company, pag ililipat natin siya, make sure na you point your mouse pointer until such time maging ganito ang itsura, then i-click nyo, i-hold nyo lang yung click ninyo, huwag nyong bibitawan, then click natin, wait lang, click natin, i-click natin, then you're going to drag it, i-drag natin after the first name. Okay? So again, i-click natin yung object. Example dito. So, i-click natin yung object. Okay, yung field name, I should say. Click natin yung field name, i-hold, click and hold. Huwag niyong bibitawan yung left click. Then, drag it kung saan natin siya ilalagay. Okay, so malilipat siya dyan. Okay, ganun lang po siya. Now, dun sa first name, di ba mapapansin, merong last name and first name. So, dapat merong middle initial. So, kailangan nating mag-add ng panibagong table or panibagong field names. So, if we're going to add, just click, example dito, after first name, dapat may middle name or middle initial. So, all you have to do is to click the field names, right click, and then click insert field. Okay? Kasi may insert siya sa gitna. Okay? Now, we can now modify ang magiging default na pangalan ng ating field name na in-insert is field 1. Ngayon, paano natin mapapalitan yung field 1? So, ganun din. I-click nyo yung field name, then right-click, and then rename field. Again, click the field name, right-click, then rename field. Okay? Pero pwede rin namang double-click nyo yung field name, marirename siya. Okay? Example, middle initial. MI na lang. Nga pala, in creating a field name, you are not allowed to use periods or any symbols po. Okay? Then press enter. So meron na tayong MI. Then iayos natin, dapat after first name, doon siya magpapakita yung MI. Okay. Now, paano naman kung hindi natin kailangan yung ibang field name? Example, ito, web page. Okay, hindi natin kailangan si web page. Paano tayo magde-delete ng field name? Okay, so ganun din, right click, then click delete field. Again, right click, then click delete field. So, madidelete na yung ating web page. So, wala na si web page. Okay? Example, yung file as ulit. Hindi natin kailangan, right click, then click delete fields. Ganun lang siya. Now, paano naman tayo mag-a-assign ng field name? Okay? Ay, data type. Reminder, pag naka-assign na data type ang ating field name sa auto number, ito ang magpapakita. Ibig sabihin, kahit mag-type ka dyan ng mag-type, hindi pwedeng mag-type sa ID. Bakit hindi pwedeng mag-type sa ID? Kasi nga naka-assign ang data type ng ID natin is auto number. Ibig sabihin, automatic number. Ang magbibigay ng ID is no other than the computer itself. Okay? Hindi pwedeng ikaw. Pero, paano kung ang gusto kong ID niya is 001? Okay, pwede naman yon, pero we need to change the data type of our ID. So, to change the data type of our ID, just click the ID, then go to the field, table fields. Okay? Go to the table fields, kung mapapansin naka-click ang ID, so ang data type ng ID natin is auto number. Pag clinic ko si first name, ang data type ng last name natin is short text. Pag short text na sinabi, ibig sabihin ang i-accept niya is letters, symbols, and numbers, including periods. Okay? So, dito sa ID, i-change natin siya into short text. Okay? So, change natin siya sa short text. Pag na-change siya sa short text, pwede na tayong mag-enter ng ID number na gusto natin. Example, SLS. O, di ba? Wala na yung new na sinabi niya. Kasi nga, hindi na siya naka-assign as an auto number. So, 001, something like that. Then, ang last name is naka-assign na short text. So, pwede tayong maglagay ng mga text. Okay? So, actually, ito yung mga available na data type. So, available data type, we have the short text, long text. It accepts the characters or letters and numbers, including periods and symbols. And of course, the number and of course the large number, so it can accept only numeric data. Hindi na siya nag-accept ng mga letters and periods and other symbols. And of course, tawag nito, kitang-kita naman na pag sinabing date time, ang i-accept lang ng ating field names is date and time. So example, dito sa ating okay, dito sa ating wait lang, kailangan kasi natin lagyan to. Okay. So example, dito sa ating middle initial. So example, ilagay natin dyan date and time. Example lang. So kung mapapansin, pag naka-assign na date and time ang ating field names at pag clinic natin or mag-enter tayo ng records sa middle initial, makikita natin dito merong maliit na calendar. Pag may maliit na calendar, ibig sabihin yan ay naka-assign ito ng date and time. Ibig sabihin, ang ilalagay lang natin dito sa field names na to is no other than date or time. Kapag clinic natin tong calendar na to, magpapakita yung calendar. And once you click, example, i-click ko ang January 12. Okay, may ilalagay na yung date and time natin. Something like that. Okay, pero MI is not a date. Okay, so middle initial is not a date. So we're going to change the data type of our middle initial into short text. So ano nga ba yung mga field names na dapat ang data type niya ay date? Okay, date or time. So it can be the birth date, the ano pa, yung mga schedules and the other. Okay, the time in, the time out, and so on and so forth. And of course, we have the currency. Alam naman na natin kung pagka-currency. Pag sinabing currency, ito yung mga pera-pera po. Okay, once we assign the field name into currency, example sa MI, okay, i-assign natin siya as a currency. Kung mapapansin, meron siyang dollar sign dyan. Okay, so that is currency. Okay, then of course, the all the object. Kapag ka all the object, we're going to integrate different um, objects sa ating database system. And of course, the hyperlink and the attachment. Don't worry, meron naman ditong available description about the field names or the different field names. So, ito siya. Okay? Ito siya, starting from the short text up to the hyperlinks and of course the attachment. Okay? If only object, kapag ka mag-embed tayo ng object galing sa ibang application. Okay? So, yun yung only object. And, ano pa ba? Yung sabi ng ating module. So, we still have 2 minutes. 2 minutes na. Okay. So, ito siya. Setting the field names in the table. Nagawa na natin yan kanina, yung field names tab and the data types. Saving the table. Okay? So, example, tapos na natin itong i-edit. Okay na yan. So, pag magsisave tayo ng table, pwede mong gawin itong dalawa or actually tatlo. Meron dito, meron dyan. Okay? Once you right-click the name of the table, may makikita tayong save dyan. Or you can just press Control S. Pag prinas nyo ang Control S, walang magpapakita na notification kung dati na siyang na-save. Okay? Kung dati na siyang na-save. So, Control S, parang Control S, may save na siya agad. So, pag sinabing Control Save, ganun. Hindi kagaya ng Microsoft Word na kapag sinave mo, talagang makikita mo na may save siya. Pero sa ating MS Access, once na wala tayong nakitang asterisk dito sa tabi ng pangalan ng ating table, ibig sabihin hindi pa siya nasa-save. Okay? Example, pag mag-enter kasi ng record, na isi-save na agad eh. Kaya walang nagpapakitang asterisk. Pero pag may nagpakitang asterisk dito at na may ginawa tayong changes sa ating field names, may magpapakitang asterisk dito, ibig sabihin nun, hindi pa na-save si table. So, there are 3 ways to save the table. Just click this one, the save icon, or just right-click the name of your table, then click save, or just press Ctrl S to save your table. Okay? So, that's all for the application parts. So, ang application parts lang naman is pinakita or one way or one method in creating a database table. So, dito, sa baba ng ating mga field names, ilalagay na natin yung mga records. And of course, dito sa taas, dito natin makikita yung mga field names. Okay, so in our next lesson, we're going to create another database system, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the friend directory and of course the music. So into your activity, okay, to your activity for the week number 5, sabi niya dito, take a video of yourself. Okay, paki-announce na lang sa mga classmates nyo kasi aapat lang naman kayo. So, sabi dito sa activity number 1 kasi nagkakaproblema yung mga ibang video. So, to solve the video or to solve the take a video of yourself, gagawin na lang natin na take at least 3 pictures of yourself. Okay, yung 3 pictures before doing the activity, during the activity, and of course, the final output of the activity after the activity. Then, isa-send nyo sa akin yung 3 picture na yon. Then, of course, yung pang-apat, isa-send nyo sa akin yung database ninyo. Yung database itself, yung files ninyo. Kung saan ninyo sinave, example, ito siya. Sinave ko kanina yung ating database system sa ating documents. Ang daming laman ng documents ko. Okay, sinave ko siya sa documents at ang pangalan ng documents ko is none other than application parts. So, ito siya. Okay, so isa-send nyo din to sa akin. Okay, itong file na to. Isa-send nyo yung file sa akin para ma-check ko yung file. Then, yung 3 picture is an evidence na kayo ang gumawa. Okay, at least may papakita ko or may makikita ko na kayo ang gumawa ng inyong activity. Okay? So, yun lang siya. Pero dun sa picture, dapat visible din yung inyong database system. Hindi yung parang umiilaw lang yung laptop, tapos hawak mo lang yung laptop or hawak mo lang yung computer. Hindi po pwede yon. So, dapat naaninag din kahit konting aninag lang na ginagawa mo yung inyong activity. Kasi dun sa take a video of yourself, some of your classmates or some of the students na nagsisend ng mga video is nagkakaproblema. Kung hindi naman nagkakaproblema, hindi nagpe-play. Kung hindi naman nagpe-play, na kakat o kaya nagbe-blur. So, babawiin ko yung take a video of yourself na lang. Gagawin nating take at least 3 picture while doing the activity and of course before doing the activity, during the activity, and after the activity. Okay? So, yun lang. May question po ba, SAH?